So what I can suggest is to start and make the presentation. So let me share my screen. Hop. All right. So thanks a lot to be here today or tonight. It will depend on our time zone for this English webinar to make a presentation of Social Jude. So what I can suggest is to start by making a general presentation, then to go to the application and try some of the prompt-based application we are offering via Social Jude. Then we could, I wanted to highlight how we actually built it. So we built it with generative AI, which is our SaaS project, and then talked about our launch on Project Hunt as it's today. And I also wanted to show you an open source project that I've made to allow people to do the same thing. So it's for technical people, but yeah. So let's start. So generative AI, we built Social Jude, to help us on the very first time to be active on social media and try to communicate with ease on our several social media. So we built 15 specialized application. So it's like some agent or even some GPTs for those we use OpenAI and ChatGPT. So it's a way to specialize an LLM, so a large language model, to make it more performant on a specific task, like for example, to create a social media post, to do some brainstorm about some video creation ideas and things like that. And we try to package those prompt-based application into what we called a micro SaaS. And that's how was born Social Jude. So we are working on this project with Laurent and Jeremy, and with Linda, which is here, and thanks for that, which helping us a lot on the social media part and on the copywriting part. So this is our official launch today. We have actually launched it a few days ago to try to identify the remaining bugs and things like that. And the goal is to allow people to do every kind of social media task that they will need to do for their social media platform. So it's a SaaS product. So usually you will have to pay each month a monthly subscription, which is going to be 19 euros a month. But for the 100 first people, we wanted to make a special offer. And which is a lifetime offer, and which will cost you only for 49 euros in one time, and then you will have access to all our prompt-based applications, so the 15 which are already present here, but we are currently working on several more applications. So to be more precise, we're going to launch 5 new prompt-based applications within the next few days. So let's go, if you all agree with that. Good afternoon, Simon. I will move to the chat and I will see your message in live. So when you have signed up to Social Jude, you will go to our application dashboard. We try to split it in 3 main categories. The first one will be the content part. So we built some application to allow you to do some things associated to the copywriting part, like for example, generating a social media post, writing a Twitter thread, generate content IDs and things like that. So by the way, if you have any suggestion or any idea that we could integrate to our SaaS, just let us know. We are present in almost all social media platforms, so you could contact us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Discord, or anything, or even by mail if needed. We also have a small chat bubble here, so you could also use it. So this is the first part. Then we also built some prompt-based applications that will allow you to work more on the video part. So for example, generate a caption for your short form video. So for a tweet, a reel, for example, or for TikTok, you can work on generating directly the video scripts. So for short video, for long one, we are deactivated it today because we have identified a small bug. This will be available soon. You can generate your YouTube description channel and yes, and the last part is the library. So here you will be able to create images by using right now DALL-E 3. You will also be able to generate videos, small videos. It will be 5 or 6 seconds, and also some music. So if you know how to construct video, you will be able, for example, to create to add the music on the video you just generated. So what I can suggest is to make a concrete example. So by generating a social media post, generating an image, and then publish it on our social media. So as I said, today is a special day, and we spend all the day to try to communicate on our social media platform. But right now, I didn't make a specific announcement post on our generated by Twitter account. So I suggest to do that with you. Here we go. So when you click on a prompt-based application, we'll have a form that we're gonna fill, and this form will help the prompt-based application to be more precise on what it's gonna do for us. So by giving, for example, the platform. So in our case, it will be Twitter, but we also will be able to add a link to our social media platform to make the agent scrap the page and get data from Twitter in our case. So it will get the last post, for example, and we will be able to ask him to keep the way we are writing on this social media platform. So let's do that together. So the URL is this one. What we want to do here is to announce our product and launch. So I will remove that. I can add additional links and information. So I will add the link of Social Jude. This will allow me to get the landing page data and do not have to write by hand a description of what is actually Social Jude. So this will be more quick, and yeah, it's more easy. So about additional information for this example, we will not add some, and we could choose the objective. So here we would like to promote this our product and launch. So I'm going to choose that. At the end, I can choose the language, the output language. So in our example, we're going to keep English, but yeah, we try to cover most language, and if some of you want any specific language, we could add it. So let's go. So here the agent is working under the hood. So he go to Twitter, he gets the profile, he go to Social Jude, he gets the data, and he will be able then to suggest a tweet. So this could be kind of nice. Here he add generated by, which is not useful, but we could add also the link. So here is a link. Oh, I should not click on it. So let me just do it again. So this is definitely a bug that I didn't identify first. As it's markdown, the link was clickable, and that's what happened here. So here, let me just copy paste what I've already entered. The additional link will be Social Jude, and we said that we want to promote it. Wrong place. So promote. And what is also good is if we want to generate a new one, we could just click again on the button. So anytime we will generate something, it will be something different. So I can copy that and try again. I can also try with different style. Okay, so I prefer the first one. I'm going to just try the inspire objective. So I like this one. Let me copy it. Up. So then we're gonna generate an images to add to our tweets. So let me just check what I've already prepared for that. So what we want to do is to announce our lunch, and we're gonna click on generate. So right now it's only DALI 3, but as I will show you in Generated by, I've built a piece of software that will allow us to choose between all images LLM, like DALI, like Stable Diffusion XL, and like Midjourney. So right now that they do not have any API, so it's only Midjourney V4, which was the last one which were available via an API. So this one is not the best one. So let me generate it again. So we have a free offer. So you will be able to use 5 prompt-based application 5 times. But with the lifetime subscription, you will be able to click anytime you want to do it again. I'm gonna run with that. Try to do some things better. And if not, I've prepared another one more complete. Because yeah, like for prompt engineering and content, it's very important to know how to speak with images LLM. And right now it's only a text, but yeah, you have to put keyword and things like that to try to be more precise and talk his own language. So let's check this one. All right, so we're gonna keep it. Save image. Up. And then we will be able to make the publication by taking what we've prepared. It's a little too long. I'm going to remove this keyword. I'm going to put this one at the end. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna, for the example, I'm gonna remove the keyword. So I've removed the parts that I was specifying that I want to use only one tweet. I should keep it as on my own Twitter account. I have a paid subscription, so I don't have this limitation. But it was very important for the generated by account, as it cannot go up to 280 characters. So let me just check if you have any question. No, perfect. So let's post this one. This one was the one we built this morning on the same webinar in French. So the images was great. It was the first generation, but yeah, it depends. I use the exact same keyword, but that's why we have to regenerate and refine it until we have something that we like. So we could also use video generation, and I wanted to make a short demonstration of what will gonna be available soon. So it's Stable Diffusion, which is a famous LLM. So they made a very nice announcement. So let's keep this one. They made a very nice announcement. So this one is already available, and it will be available on SocialJude very soon, within the next few days. So we start from an image, and we try to make an animation to make it more looks like a video. This is pretty good, but Stable Diffusion also announced their video generation tools. So right now you can do that on a SocialJude, and we used the LLM for video generation, which was for me the best one, but it's far away from the one was just announced by Stable Diffusion, and it's currently in private alpha. But I already made the registration, sorry, and I hope that we will be able soon to make it accessible for our users. So by this way, we will be able to make something more nice for social media. We could also put music on that if we know how to do that. So it's not my case, but yeah. Sorry. So what I wanted to show you then is how we created that. Because with all the innovation in LLM, it's more and more easy to do that. So for sure, there is a lot of refining on the prompts that are under the hood used by our prompt-based application. But we also built earlier this year tools to allow people to do that without having to make any line of code. And that's why I wanted to show you that, because if you have some idea, if you want to do something, you will be able to do that with ease with generated by. So let's start by creating a prompt. So the which is going to be the use case? We will try to create a newsletter, which is in a way like creating content for social media, but not by following the same rules. And we built a tool which is called the perfect prompt. And with this tool, we will just have to enter what we want to do with it, with our own word, and he will try to craft the best prompt for that. And then we will just have to make some small refinements to be sure that it matches our need. So what I want to do here is I want to create a newsletter for my community. So, whoop. What is good also with the LLM is you can make some small mistake. You can also switch from one language to another, and at the end it will understand most of the time. So we use variable. So you can see here that anytime you get something like that, it's a variable, and variable will allow you to be generic in your prompt preparation, but then to add some context to be sure that the suggested output will match with what you want to do. And variable will generate at the end the form. So when you see the form in SocialJude, it's associated to the variable we entered in our prompt to make it working in any situation. So this prompt try to put the LLM in the context of an expert, try to add some variable to make it generic, and we could then add some specific tools like tools which will allow us to go to the internet, to also a web browser tools, tools to go to social media, so social media tools, and things like that. We will also be able to add so video transcript to make a summary of an URL, but also some files. And by this way, we will be able, for example, if we are a company, to put some documents that we already built and make it more focus on who we are. For example, a lot of company have a writing style for social media. So by this way, they will be able to put this information into the prompt and be sure that the output will follow these rules. So this is just for the example, so I will not do that with you, but I already have one. And to be honest, the newsletter prompts that I've built and refining during several months is the one that we use to generate newsletter for our community. So when we have this prompt, you will be able to use it in a chat and just have to populate variables to have something interesting, but you will also be able to create application. And this application will be at the end what you saw, what you see in Social Jude. So let's take an example. Here I'm going to choose the prompt I just built. I will have to follow the creation process and then create the application. I will not do that right now because I already did that, and this is this one. And when it's created, you will be able to update the form. So the specify is if a variable is required or not. Put some option. Choose the type of variable that it's going to be. You will be able to move the field up or down, and at the end it will generate a form exactly what you see in Social Jude. You will be able to share it, to access it, to make it accessible, even for generated by users if you want. You can also decide to make it private or to make it shareable via link. And soon you will be able to only authorize people from within the same organization, for example, and have the revenue sharing for our premium users. This is a feature that we're gonna launch soon. For technical people, you will be able to create an API and then use it directly into your other tools or your own technical environment. For prompt engineers, who will also be able to get the submission history to try to improve it in different contexts. That's the context you use it, and you will also be able to choose the layout that you want to how you want to display the application. So if we go back to Social Jude, we can see that every application is in fact a prompt-based application built with generated by. It's the exact same thing. So everyone could do that if they have some idea or want to create a specialized software based on some prompt-based application. And the best part here is that I've built an open source project that will allow you to do exactly that, almost without coding. I say almost because you will have to update the landing page, of course. So this one is a kind of generic landing page. You see that it's kind of the same thing as the Social Jude, and this is accessible via GitHub. The project is here, and it's connected to generated by. So you just have to update a configuration file, put your generated by API key, update your landing page, and then it will generate the backend. So here on the example, I can sign up. I have everything that you have in generated by. So here I just put two prompt-based application to make an example, but you will be able to connect every application already present on generated by. So before going to the question part, I wanted to talk about our product and launch. So today is very important for us because we are fifth, and this helps us to gain visibility and try to understand what users want, how they use our tools, and things like that. So if you guys have the time, we will be very, very happy, and it will be very, very important for us to take the time to support us on Product Hunt. So I will share you the link, and I also will share you the open source project link because it's it could be useful in a way. It will remain open source forever. I really enjoy the open source world, and yeah, I wanted to do that, to allow people to make that if they want. Because for me, the only important things in what I present you is how we specialized the LLM. And this part, you will have to do that. And we take a lot of time to try to create the best specialized, the best agent. And yes, our work is more to give you some tools to do that with ease and get move from an idea to something that you can share with your colleague, with your or even try to monetize it in a few hours of work, let's say. Another thing I wanted to show you quickly is that right now we only have DALI 3, but I already built tools that will allow people to choose between different images LLM, even some more specialized agents, image generation agents, and also the famous tools that I use to try to make it more precise is called the prompt builder. So announce our product and launch. And it then will try to transform the sentence to some things with keywords like that to make it more powerful. You will be able also to add some colors and things to ensure that you will follow your website color or your company colors. So that's it. And do you have any question? So I hope you enjoy this webinar. And if you don't have any question, I think we're gonna stop the webinar. But we will have we can talk together. I'm pretty available on social media, and even if I use this kind of tool, I take the time to answer to people and not run agents all the time, especially for our community and people that believe in us. And yes, so thanks a lot to be there. Thanks, Simon. Thanks, Linda. And I hope you enjoy and have a great weekend. And see you then. Bye bye.